The UNI Panther football team gets a rare bye late in the season here, a week off for the UNI Panther football team before the season wraps up at South Dakota. And Coach, 10 straight weeks now of being in that game week mentality, able to get an extra week, get your guys some rest, and get recovered before that final go.
Yeah, we're going to give them a couple days off, come back on Wednesday, start up for get them back into playing shape and get some guys healthy and freshen up and get back ready for South Dakota.
How much of a grind was that, 10 straight weeks of having a game?
Well, it's I'm careful using the word grind, but it is. There's a lot of just tempo, just a lot of energy expedited through that whole thing, highs, lows, emotions, and physical and everything else that you got to deal with. But it's also part of the game that you get 1 week off. How do you use it? How do you manage your team? How do you get through injuries? And that's why depth is so important. I don't care when your open date is, depth is critical to a football team. And when you get to this stage of the season, it's that next guy, you're gonna have to win with the next guy in. I mean, that's the name of the game. And that's why you gotta develop these guys all the way through, knowing that their first game, Carter Hewitt's, might be the end of the season when it's the most critical part of the season.
They'll get one more game coming up at South Dakota State on November 19th. And Coach, good football team that has wins over Southern Illinois, over Missouri State. We've seen how good those football teams are. Another quality opponent in this conference race. Always
is. I mean, that's just kind of a broken record that you better get ready.
What do you see from the Coyotes specifically this year that makes them tough?
Oh, offensively, they're always tough, and schematically on defense, they try to confuse you. So there's a lot of confusion. They try to, misdirection, that type of stuff is how they play their game, and, we'll deal with that when the time comes. But, we got to get over this one first. That's probably the biggest damage that happened from the weekend is the amount of time that this isn't a 24-hour deal. We're probably fortunate we got an open date because of what happened within that game and throughout that game. And so this is one that it isn't just 24 hours. This one burns a little bit, so it takes a little bit more time to come down from.
The UNI Panther football team playing some of their best football here at the end of the season, winning 5 games in the last 7 weeks and taking number 1 South Dakota State down to the wire here inside the Unidome. Thanks for joining us today on Panther Sports Talk.